Hey everyone, before we delve into the podcast, just want to say a huge shout out to the partners of the Rough Cut Golf podcast, NordVPN. And do not skip, because we have offers to share with you. And if you haven't used a NordVPN yet and you don't know what it's about, then you're about to find out.
No, absolutely. Yeah, the NordVPN, I've been using it a ton recently. Whenever I'm traveling, which we do a lot, and we're going abroad, if I want to watch Ipswich play, if I want to watch England playing the cricket, if I want, don't laugh, if I want to watch United lose, I can do that. Kieran, have you been using it to watch United lose?
I have been using it to watch United lose, but we did win on the weekend against Burnley, so that was very, very good, and that was very, very nice that I was using NordVPN for that as well.
Yeah, honestly, like, I have been using it a lot. It's so cheap as well, literally a cup of coffee a month is perfect. If you don't like it, if you want to use it, you get 30 days money back free guarantee, and we have our own special link, Pete.
Yes, if you go to www.nordvpn.com/roughcut, you can get 4 months free on a 2-year deal. And like I said, we all use it. NordVPN have been great supporters of the podcast. So if you want a VPN, make sure you check out Nord. Get down into the description. All the info's there. Let's get into the podcast.
Sometimes golf is a pain in the butt. You hit your ball in the trees and then you lip out the putt. But if you've got a little time, then come and spend it with us. 'Cause now you're listening to the Rough Cut.
Hello and welcome down to a special episode of the Rough Cut Golf podcast, where the Ryder Cup teams have been announced for Bethpage 2025 as Europe and the USA clash in the state of New York for the ultimate prize in men's golf. I'm joined here by Jacob and by Kieran. We're going to be talking through the teams as Luke Donald, Captain Fantastic, has just selected his 6 wildcard picks. Gentlemen, welcome. Welcome now to the Fairmont as well.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
As we overlook the massive middle bit of I don't know what the middle bit of the hotel's called.
No.
Atrium?
I mean,
yeah.
It's a very big atrium.
It's lovely. It's very, very nice.
Atrium. Is that where birds are kept? Or is that an aviary?
That's an aviary.
That's an aviary. Okay, cool. Good to know. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we're in St Andrews, and we actually watched the picks live in the Dunvegan, which was a new experience for me. I don't think there were too many surprises, but we'll quickly run through both teams now they're fully announced. So on the US side, we have Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, Russell Henley, JJ Spawn, Harris English, Bryson DeChambeau, Justin Thomas, Colin Morikawa, Ben Griffin, Cameron Young, Patrick Cantlay, and Samuel Burns. On the European side, we have Rory McIlroy, Tommy Fleetwood, Bobby McIntyre, Justin Rose, Tyrrell Hatton, Rasmus Højgaard, Sepp Straka, Ludwig Åberg, Victor Hovland, Shane Lowry, Matt Fitzpatrick, and John Rahm. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, well done.
So the US picks were already decided, and I don't really think there were too many surprises on the European side. I think Fitzpatrick might be the only one whose form hasn't been great.
Straka was the other one for me that I was just kind of interested to see what happened. And obviously through no fault of his own, he couldn't play many of the FedEx Cup in the playoffs because of, I think he had some personal matters he had to deal with. But he also came dead last in the finals at Eastlake, and he did play fairly poorly, to be honest. But then it's hard to miss off a man that has won twice this year.
Yeah, so with the Ryder Cup point system, it's like a 2-year process, and the points are weighted a little bit more towards this year, but Sepp's won twice this year, big events as well. I think the players on the European side who, you would say, well, they could have been swapped in, although it would have taken a lot of nerve from Luke. You'd say Åberg hasn't been great. I beat him this year, admittedly over 3 holes, but it was pretty much the same intensity as a Ryder Cup match.
Hey, win's a win.
Victor Hovland has won this year, but apart from that has not been really that good at all. I think Larry's obviously, he's done enough, but he has dropped off recently as well. So it's not, I wouldn't say this team is as strong as maybe it could have been 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But you could definitely make that argument for the US team as well. So.
Yeah, I think that the good thing about the Europe team is the fact that we kind of feel like at home with this team, because obviously we know so many of them. So it's like even though they're not playing, some of them haven't probably played particularly well as of recent, you just think, they won in 2023. This is a nice team. We kind of feels like home. I think the one that Fitzpatrick was the one, Luke Donald said in his last 6 out of his last 8, he's top 10. So, he's proven, he's certainly proven himself. But yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, obviously, it's the way that now having this 6 captains picks means that you can kind of go that route of picking the person who is playing well. I think the thing that almost kind of affected going against the sort of the grain of what because everyone kind of expected this was the way it was going to happen. But the reason why everyone expected it was because he had the ability, without really many people asking too many questions, of keeping the same team, as Kieran has said, from 2023. And I think there is a lot to be said in that, because being able to take that winning formula and a group of guys that have done it already, and then going into more detail of knowing the partnerships, knowing the pairings, Luke will know how all these guys tick. There's not a lot of kind of shock or surprise there. And the only thing different is you've changed a twin brother. Yeah. It's
identical.
An identical twin brother.
Yeah.
Well, I think, Jacob, as you said before, you just saw something. This is the first time in history that with the European side, well, with either side, this is the most player carryover from Ryder Cup to Ryder Cup. So there's only one change from Rome, and that is literally a twin brother. Yeah. So it is remarkable. That this core team has managed to stay together, and it would take, you could argue that there are a few changes, and we will go into who we think could have been swapped in to make a bit of a difference, but I don't really think Luke would have been that taxed to make this choice.
No,
not at all.
Like, as soon as Højgaard qualified automatically, this team was kind of set in my mind.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, as you say, the Rasmus Auto kind of sort of took any chance of there being a slight curveball of someone getting picked, which would have obviously been a shame, because if Rasmus didn't get picked, obviously he would have been probably finishing 7th or 8th in the standings. Yeah. So it would have been tough on him for sure. But you say it's quite remarkable, really, to think over like a 2-year stretch since Rome that he's not, as I said, not had to really go about. He hasn't had to pick a Hovland who was 18th in the standings, or an Oberg who was 22nd. Like, these guys were basically your top 12. Obviously, the one who will feel really gutted about it, and as we all saw after Switzerland, is Wallace, because he was 12. But that's only because Rahm is now obviously on live and didn't do a Bryson and accumulate quite as many points as he'd want to on the major circuit. So it's not, you don't look at the team and there's no kind of shock or surprise, but there is definitely intrigue of if he could have gone some other ways.
Yeah, I think what we've seen in previous Ryder Cups, and it's always a factor that people speak about, how the European team do have an extra level of togetherness. Certainly it seems that way, and it's been said that many times by that many players. It must be a thing. And within that European team, you can see partnerships there. Like, you can understand who will play with who gets on well, like the games that will complement each other. Who do you think are nailed on partnerships there? I mean,
for Europe, or
for both, yeah. Because I would say that, I mean, you've got Hatton Rahm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hovland Ober.
McIlroy Fleetwood.
Yeah, McIlroy Fleetwood. McIntyre Rose,
yeah. Straka Lowry, yeah.
I think this
kind of the...
Yeah.
Well, what was it? I'm trying to think. So it definitely was McIlroy Fleetwood. It was Hovland Oberg and Hatton Rahm. Those three were definitely out in the morning. Yeah. I just can't remember what that for. I think it might have been Lowry Straka.
I was about to say I thought I saw a Rahm Straka, but I can't fully remember. But in terms of the US side, I mean, obviously the thing that's a little bit different from 2023 and the past couple of Ryder Cups is obviously Thomas hasn't got his partner in crime, which is an interesting thing. So.
You've also got three rookies on the US team, which is a couple more than Europe, and I don't know. I just don't see too many natural partnerships there.
No.
Also, I mean, you've got Scheffler. Scheffler is literally the best player in the world. You could imagine he would play with anybody, but out of that list, who's the player that he is going to gel the best with?
Shoffley?
I don't know. I mean,
Shoffley,
Cantley is probably the one team in there that I think will be a definite.
They obviously say Scheffler Burns because they get on.
Yeah, Scheffler Burns. Cam Young. Who will Cam Young talk to?
Yeah, good question.
I would love to see a Cam Young Patrick Cantley partnership just for pure silence. On the golf course. Oh, Griffin's obviously, he's going to be new here. I don't really know kind of who he gels with. Him and Morikawa, you could kind of see that working.
Yeah.
But DeChambeau's, you got DeChambeau in the... DeChambeau's probably not going to play in the foursomes, you would have thought.
Yeah.
Depends what Keegan Bradley thinks and, obviously, his form going into this. But you'd have DeChambeau in the four balls every day of the week, probably with another big hitter. I think him and Young.
Young could work, yeah.
I think they could go really, really well together.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go DeChambeau, Young. I'm going to go Griffin, Morikawa. I'm going to go Scheffler, Burns. I'm going to go Cantley, Schauffele. Henley. Who is Henley going to be? Henley Spawn?
Yeah, I was about to say Henley Spawn, yeah.
Could see that.
But again, we're trying to pick out, partners here and teams. It's that is such the difference compared to what we've just done with the Team Europe side. There is, like you said, there's clear teams in there, clear pairs.
We do have to say that there's probably going to be a bit of internal bias here. We're looking at European team thinking how amazing it is because we are European, but also with them playing together in so many matches in 2023 and previously.
Yeah.
Rose has literally played in 64 Ryder Cups at this point?
Well, just kind of looking at the appearances that we were, just totting them up. There's 32 combined appearances for Team Europe, whereas 15 for USA. So,
which is
crazy.
If you think about it, that's hardly any. That's hardly any. A lot of the US team, they've only played in one. Obviously, 3 are rookies. It's going to be tricky. And the New York crowd as well at Bethpage, we know they're going to be loud. We know they're going to be passionate, but because they want to win so much, the difficulty for the US team is if they're not performing and they're not getting points, that atmosphere, I don't know, it might turn a little bit negative towards the US team, never mind European team.
Yeah.
I'm having to cast my mind back to 21 because I can't really. Scheffler and DeChambeau played with each other twice.
Did they?
Yeah, they beat Fleetwood and Hovland on the Saturday matches in the 4-ball, and they then also played together against Rahm and Hatton, which they tied.
Wow!
But them two together that's an interesting one. I don't see it, but.
In all fairness, 2021 from my memory was just we just got mauled.
Yeah. I think
any US team, any US pairing would have won.
Yeah.
True.
So who do you think out of these teams? So let's say you've got to pick here out of each team who's going to be the 2 top point scorers and who are going to be the 2 worst players who are going to score the least.
Okay, so for Europe, I will say the highest point scorer, yeah? Uh-huh. I will go for Rahm because I think obviously you probably got to go for someone who you think's going to play every session.
Yeah.
Naturally. I think that Rahm-Hatton partnership is really good, really strong. Obviously, they played on the same team together throughout the year this year now with Liv. So him and McIlroy are obviously my cut, but I think Rahm, I'm feeling that one, and I think he'll win his singles to nib it. On the US side, really, really obviously hard to look any further than Scheffler. Though saying that, obviously it depends on if he does play all 4, if he can find someone who works well with him in the foursomes. So I'll maybe go a little more left field here. Maybe say someone like, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised at Cantlay. I really wouldn't, because I can see him playing all the time. There's a partnership there. I think he's found a couple of partnerships in that group there. And again, I can see him getting up for it. I can see him getting into it. Flop-wise, it depends what you kind of want to classify, because obviously saying that someone like a Rasmus Højgaard, but if he only plays 2 sessions and doesn't win, is that a flop? Like,
you've got to do on points. Like it's not so much a flop. It's like who's going to score the least.
Right. Oh, okay. So then probably Højgaard then, because I think realistically I could just see him playing the singles and maybe one 4-ball.
Okay.
And then from the American side, I will say probably maybe Harris English.
Okay. Wow, Paul Harris.
Wow.
Literally just flamed Harris English for no reason. He's just there. He's just
I
trying
could have picked anyone.
He's just trying to get along with everyone.
I could have picked anyone.
I know. Kieran, who you got?
Yeah, it's interesting, really. Obviously, like, with Scheffler, you would see him, obviously he is the best player in the world, but his Ryder Cup form isn't amazing, for his standards. So he's going to be, if we're doing it on points, obviously I probably won't pick him because he's probably going to play every session. He's going to I think he should win at least one of his matches. But I think he will be that one that is not going to do as well as you actually think. I'm going to go for DeChambeau and Thomas to be the top. I think they'll be right up for it. I think DeChambeau will be right up for it. And Thomas always as well. In terms of the flop, least points, I'd say a Burns and a Griffin. For the Team Europe, I just don't know why. I just think Rose is just going to go on an absolute tear. I don't know why, and I don't know how many sessions he's going to play. Maybe he might only play 2 or 3, but I don't know.
Hey, if he wins them all, that's all that matters.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm just going to go. Rose and Rahm for the top 2, and then for bottom. Unfortunately, I would probably have to say a Højgaard Straka kind of move. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I've got not feeling. It's not like it's a new insight. I think Fleetwood is going to be great.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be great this Ryder Cup. He's actually in form, loves the event, and obviously just coming off a great win at the Tour Championship. Imagine how excited he's going to be to play this. So I'm going to go Fleetwood. I'm going to go Bobby Mack as well.
Okay.
Just because he's an incredible putter. I think between him and Hatton, I was kind of split.
That's where you're at, yeah.
Yeah. Because Hatton's a great player, but when it comes to the Ryder Cup, it is such a putting comp.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go, Fleetwood, because he's just in great form, and McIntyre. On the US side, to be the best performers, I'm going to go DeChambeau, just because you imagine he's going to be massively up for it. But I kind of think he could go either way really quickly. Yeah. But the way that the US normally sets up courses, that you can just smash it along, not a huge amount of rough. Yeah. I'll probably go DeChambeau. And then I just got a feeling about Henley. Because if you think about Russell Henley, you don't think of him having this huge ego. And normally what that means is they will pair Henley with someone who doesn't quite fit, who you think, who are they going to pair him with?
I'll go with him.
We're going to put him with Russell because he'll get on with anyone.
Yeah.
And because he's such an amazing putter as well, whoever they put him with is going to be a good player, and he's a good putter. Why am I supposed
to
putter?
We are talking about the Americans.
Yeah. So I'm going to think DeChambeau and Henley. Biggest disappointment / lowest points.
I've actually changed my mind, but you
I'm going to go lowest point scorers being Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
Because he is coming into some form, and it's going against what I think about great putters. He is a great putter, but he's just coming back into form, and all of a sudden he's going to be under this intense amount of pressure.
And before Rome, he was not a good Ryder Cup player.
No.
So I've just got to, I'm not got a great feeling. Hopefully I'm wrong. And then, I think Straka, just because he's in not great form.
Yeah.
For the US team, I think Scheffler.
Oh.
I've had this feeling, and it is literally just a feeling, and this could be a proper worst take in the world. I just think he's running parallel with Tiger in so many things.
Yeah.
that when Tiger got to the Ryder Cup, he wasn't a great Ryder Cup player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, Scheffler is by far the best player in the world. He's a class above at the moment. But that doesn't always translate.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to say Scheffler, even though he's probably just going to come around and bite me in the arse. And then I think Burns.
Oh, that surprises me, because you obviously just said about great putters, which he is one.
He is, but like he's not been in great form.
No.
He's not been in great form. I was kind of thinking
He's played well coming in.
I was kind of thinking Harris English as well, because I don't really trust anyone with a heel mounted.
Yeah, well,
Del Mar style.
I actually want to change my flop to Morikawa, to be honest.
You can't.
If you want to talk about someone who is not playing particularly well and hasn't played well at all this year.
You know what? I'm switching Burns to Morikawa. So
Yeah.
You're right.
I was actually just reading through it and I was like, you know what? He's actually been quite stinky this year.
Yeah. I mean,
But he kind of, I can see him getting up for it. I don't know. I just have the thing about Burns. I just.
The thing is, with each of these teams, you look at each of the team and you can think, oh, I can imagine him doing well, or I can imagine him doing well, I can imagine him poorly or him poorly. The Ryder Cup is one of the great events because it turns players who you wouldn't expect to be a Ryder Cup legend into absolute household names, because it has that power.
Ben
Like
Griffin.
I'm about to say, literally, yeah. That's what I was literally just thinking.
I think Ben Griffin's going to do great. I mean, obviously, it would have been an obvious partnership if Novak got picked. I know he probably wasn't going to get picked, but given the fact that he has won an event this year, which is literally playing with someone else, means he can clearly do it, and he's been great this year. He's been really solid all year.
I mean, if you had the choice, so we know the teams, we know, well, we've said who we think are going to do well, who might not.
Mm-hmm.
If you were the captain, you have to take 2 players out of each team. So for whatever reason, you got to take 2 players out and put 2 players in who didn't make the team.
Okay.
Like, who would we do if we were on committee?
Okay.
I think from a European standpoint, I think there's 3 potentials. I would say
To take out.
to go in.
Okay, to go in.
To go in. And now we need to narrow it down to 2.
Okay.
Right.
So I'd say the 3 potentials to go in. You had Matt Wallace,
Yeah.
Okay.
probably had Marco Penge,
Yeah.
and then Harry Hall.
Harry Hook, yeah.
I agree.
Those are my 3. I think Aaron Rye was on the periphery, but he's not.
Just not course fit.
He's just not. He doesn't seem to be the right fit for him.
Yeah.
And in a Ryder, I don't know. Can't see him getting hyped.
I don't know. I could just imagine him as your foursome partner.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
he would be great.
Like, it'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, I know he'd be
Yeah.
great.
So I think those are the 3. I think probably in my mind, yeah, Matt Wallace, he was so close. But if you're going for a Ryder Cup, I don't know. Like, Marco's in great form.
Yeah.
I would say my only concern is that at least with Matt and at least with Harry, they've played golf in America.
Yeah.
And they've got experience of playing golf in America. The
Whereas,
only thing
yeah.
with Marco is that obviously this is a quick rise now from basically the Scottish Open, where he's sort of become a bit more of a household name. And don't get me wrong, unbelievable player, and as a course fit, as a profile, he obviously absolutely bombs it. It works well at Bethpage. I understand where you could come from with that, but I think that, to me, I think Harry Hall actually was the next in line to get in, just from a perspective of he made the most birdies on the PGA Tour this year, more than Scheffler, and he led the whole tour in putting.
Yeah.
Like, what else do you want from a Ryder Cup player?
Yeah.
You literally say you put him with someone in a 4-ball, and you could see him just play with a Fleetwood, who Fleetwood just gets on with it and does it, and Harry Hall will fire in 6 birdies in a round, and that's all you need.
Love to see him rocking a Ryder Cup flat cap.
Yeah, exactly.
flat cap.
Exactly.
So we'll go Harry Hall,
Yeah.
and we'll go Matt Wallace.
I would say Wallace.
Yeah, I mean Wallace has a little added something, because the passion and the desperation that he wants to be in a Ryder Cup team.
Yeah.
He just wants it so much, you can't imagine him like buckling under the pressure because the passion. So okay, we'll go Wallace and we'll go Hall. And I mean, I think probably Fitzpatrick's an easy one to swap out, just because he was last man in.
And Stracker.
And Stracker.
I think so. Well, obviously, we've got to say, Rasmus is in automatically, so we can't do anything about that. whether you wanted to or not, I don't know. I might be speed, but yeah, I think from the picks, I feel like you've got sort of more of a Hovland-Oberg conundrum.
I mean, Hovland's not been great. Hovland's not been, apart from he's won this year, but that win was out of nowhere. And I know he's coming back into a little bit of form, but like over the past 2 years, it's not great.
But he's obviously got a good partner in Oberg there,
And he's got experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
it's a tough one. I think Straka to me is more the easier knockoff, just because of how well Fitzpatrick's been playing recently. Like it's much comfortable, more easier to pick a guy that you know is playing well.
Yeah,
and you say as Luke said, he kind of basically went to Matt and said, "I want you to go and play these final 2 events on Europe, and I want you to show me that you're playing good enough golf." And he went and did that. But
he's actually proved he's proved it a bit.
Two have got to go.
I know.
I can't have 14 on this team.
Straka and
I would feel sticky not taking Hovland. It feels a bit wrong, but as it goes, he's probably not played the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. Heard it here first. You're getting rid of Straka and Hovland. Wow, big call.
I don't like it though.
Vice Captain Broadbridge making controversial.
Hey, no,
calls.
we're a committee. I'm happy to.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you say, Kieran?
It is tough, isn't it? But
Eduardo, what do you think?
yeah, it's maybe Fitz. I mean, but Fitz is
It is so hard.
Bear in mind, this isn't actually happening.
It's not actually happening. No, I know.
Like,
yeah.
Luke's not going to look at this and be like, sorry, guys.
Fitzpatrick.
So Straka and Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you happy with that?
I think that's fine. I think an argument could be made, but honestly, I think this is the right team. I don't really think it's too
I do too.
Yeah.
America.
How the US?
Burns.
Kevin, what do you think?
I mean, the players, first of all, who could come in. Now, we were saying this actually, that the amount of US players who could have come in, I think there's only 2. I think there's only 2 that make sense.
Yeah.
I think it's Keegan Bradley.
Yeah.
And it's Maverick McNeely.
Yeah.
I think those are the 2.
Agree.
And I've got to be honest, I think adding those 2 into this team makes it stronger.
Team. Yeah. That's what I was going to say about. I think out of all of this, out of who's actually, would I say, lose out? I would say Keegan Bradley is the one that's like he is the best player out of any of these people that hasn't been picked.
Yeah,
he's better than a fair few of these people, especially in a Ryder Cup.
Yeah, I think yes, Ryder Cup, because he wants it and he loves it so much. But he's literally playing better golf
than quite a fair few of these
than a lot of these players.
Yeah. So
just before like as the American probably Penge, because he kind of came on at the same time. Is a Gotterup someone that you would have thought about or no?
I mean, those 2 are actually a great comparison.
Yeah, literally did it at the same time.
I would. No, I'd probably say not. I think he's on an absolute heater. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Same as Penge, but I think for me, I'd have Keegan Bradley.
So we agreed on that, Bradley and McNeely.
Absolutely.
The Keegan Bradley decision to make him captain is still absolutely baffling to me. I cannot understand why you would take a current player who wants to play, who should have played last time, is entering a period in his life where golf should be getting his form now should be what it is.
Yeah.
Like some of the best in his life. And you make him captain out of sympathy because of a Netflix documentary which shows how much he wanted to play in Rome and which shows he should have gone. And you make him captain because you think he's not going to try and make the team.
Yeah.
And it puts him in a position where he's one of the best US players. He doesn't want to pick himself because being a captain of a Ryder Cup team, it takes a certain amount of effort that means you just can't split your responsibilities.
Yeah.
It seems such a stupid move. I don't know if it's going to, bite them in the arse. Keegan Bradley might not have scored any points, and he might be one of the best Ryder Cup captains in history. Only time will tell.
Yeah.
But it seems such a redundant, stupid thing to do. I just don't understand it. That's my little rant over. So Bradley and McNeely and
Nearly, yeah.
I'd go Morikawa Thomas.
I agree. That's exactly who I would. Yeah, I agree.
Thomas.
Just not been playing well.
Well, just
The only problem is he's experienced.
Yeah, he's the most experienced out of this lot, and there's got to be. I don't see any of them other than a Thomas being a leader. Potentially, I would say that Thomas is if you were to pick like a captain within the team, if you know.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I would pick Thomas. So I think that he's got to stay. He's probably their Poulter of I've not got quite enough.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Okay,
so Thomas stays. Fine.
All right. Well, I think Morikawa's gone.
Morikawa's gone. Okay.
I just don't see. I don't know. But then I don't get rid of Griffin. I don't get rid of Young because of how well he's playing, and I don't get rid of Cantlay. So it's probably Burns.
Yeah. So yeah.
But I don't love it. But
I think probably Young.
Do you think?
I think Young. Just obviously he's playing great, and I think he does deserve to be there. But if we want a little bit of experience, and he's a rookie, not been there before. I mean, probably Young then.
Yeah, I think there's definitely something to be said about when you're a rookie in your home Ryder Cup. I think that's a hell of a lot different than being a rookie away from home. So I think these are going to be really up for it. Well, you never know with Young because you don't really know what he's going to do.
Kieran, you saved Thomas. You need to axe one of these players now.
No, I'm just more saying that Young is.
Don't give him a pat on the back as he goes out the door. Like who you axing? You've put it all on the line to save Thomas.
For me, I would be Burns. Yeah, for me, it'd be Burns.
Burns, wow.
Yeah.
Burns is gone. Poor Sam.
Sorry,
Sam.
Sammy B.
I mean, I don't know how he did in. I don't think he done very well in Rome.
Rome's a tricky one because Europe did play really well. It's kind of like it's not exactly the same because 2021 US team just absolutely battered Europe, but it's that same thing. It's almost like saying how well did a European play then?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Because apart from Lowry, none of them really did.
Yeah. And I think also just just that conversation. Are we going with Thomas and are we going with
Morikawa
Burns? Yeah. That's what we're doing. That
Burns got a point.
A point.
Singular.
He played 12 times then.
He played 3 times.
Yeah.
Because I think, because out of these players you've you'd probably say Scheffler and McIlroy, they're going to go the distance, and they're going to be playing in every single match. You'd probably put Fleetwood out in most matches.
I think so. He's proven he can do it.
Yeah.
So
I think
and Rahm,
Hatton.
Yeah.
I think Lowry would. The only thing with Lowry, I think, if Lowry plays in one of the first matches and he gets a point, he'll be going again and again.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets a little bit down on himself, which we know he's prone to do, I think they might put him to the side.
Like I say, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we didn't see the same pairings that we saw in Rome for that first session.
Yeah.
Which, what is to say, it was McIlroy Fleetwood, it was Hatton Rahm, it was Lowry Straka, and it was Oberg Hovland. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that again.
I think they probably do Roy. I think they do Rose and I think they do Justin and Rasmus because they put Justin out with Nikolai because he was a rookie.
Yeah.
So you put in the most experienced player.
Yeah.
That
was in the afternoon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Same with McIntyre as well, wasn't it? Because he went with Rose and McIntyre as well.
So
Rose is just holding hands of.
It
makes sense.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, Luke knows to trust our captain.
But we haven't really. What I was going to say is that we just touched on Rory there that he's going to play 5. What's your view on?
It's been a weird.
We haven't really.
It's been a weird year.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
It's been a weird year. He's not really played much.
No.
Like he's going to be playing
He's got 2 more, isn't he? Because he's Irish.
BMW.
We assume BMW, yeah.
So you'd imagine he's going to play those 2. He's going to try and find a little bit of form. It's not been great, but it's Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
Now you can't always just say a name and then assume that they're going to go into an event and play incredible golf. It's not a guarantee. But McIlroy, for the name that he is, for the type of player that he is, and because he plays so often, his Ryder Cup record's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he obviously doesn't win every time.
Yeah.
But I think from now, he's a much better putter. He's got a Masters. What difference that makes, I don't really know. I don't think it does.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you get to the Ryder Cup, Poulter is the one that people always bring up.
Yeah.
Because he is a player that thrived in match play.
Yeah.
And match play compared to stroke play is completely different. Which is why I think like Sheff loses a bit of that fear factor.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as he gets to match play, because it's not the same.
Especially if there's someone like anchoring him down from the other side,
Yeah.
If he's playing in a foursomes or something, and
I mean, when he played with Brooks in Rome, and
9 and 7. 9 and 7.
Like I was there actually. I was lucky enough to kind of like follow that a little bit, and I didn't see the final hole, but I was back where the buggies picked him up and carried him down. And honestly, I've never seen like someone look so defeated.
yeah.
Like, that was an absolute mauling. Like, he was just in tears, and you could see the whole buggy. Like, they just didn't know what to do.
I mean, that as a pairing didn't really make sense to me in the first place. But I mean,
But
besides the point, like,
Brooks is one of those players who, when he's on a team, you're like, well, who do we put him with?
yeah.
Like Henley.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
we say this we say that about the American side all the time, don't we? It's not easy to see the partnerships. You can't really, unless
I mean, you don't know what happens. You don't really know what happens behind the scenes. You don't know how much these guys hang out with each other. You don't know how friendly they are. But it never seems. You had that one period where you had like Justin Thomas, like Ricky Fowler, Jordan Spieth. You had these guys who seemed to be of the same age, in a group.
Very good friends.
Good
and
friends.
all
You-
that, yeah.
And you kind of thought, well, this is going to last for a long, long time.
yeah.
And now you've got players like, and again, you don't know how true the rumours are, but Schauffele, Cantlay. Bear in mind, this is the first Ryder Cup these players are going to be paid to be there.
I know, yeah.
Because of the kickoff that they've had about thinking they should be paid to be there.
Yep.
You've got Hatgate,
You do.
which I still don't think was a real thing, but it's now a real thing
Yeah.
because it's one of those. It's Napoleon, what it is.
Right.
You know Napoleon,
I do.
really short guy.
Yeah, I know him.
So Napoleon wasn't short.
Yeah.
Napoleon was just a normal sized guy, but then the British cartoonist portrayed him as a really short man, like short man syndrome. And now everyone just thinks
He's
Napoleon's a really short guy when he wasn't. Patrick Cantlay didn't wear a hat, if you believe what he said, didn't believe a hat because he got married in Italy.
And he didn't want to affect the tan.
And he didn't want a Stuart Sink captain. So he didn't wear a hat. But now it's kind of like, because that report was there, he didn't want to wear it, he's now the hat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no doubt that him, Schauffele, and some other players within the US team have pushed to be paid at the Ryder
Yeah.
Cup. Which makes you really think, well, how much they want to be there.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Let me put it this way. If Cantlay didn't get in and he played his last tournament of the year and he didn't win and it was kind of like, oh, he's not going to get in the Ryder Cup, would he have reacted like Matt Wallace?
Oh, no, not a chance.
No.
Like, would any of the US team
I mean,
have reacted like
I think-
that? No,
I think-
no, I'm not saying that Matt Wallace,
you
like,
are-
everyone should be
I
like
think
that.
you're literally... That we had the opportunity to see that. Cantlay could have and maybe should have gone on and won the Tour Championship. He didn't show any kind of emotion of the fact that this maybe was his last audition to get into a Ryder Cup.
Maybe he didn't know.
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Maybe not. Like, he wasn't going to score any points from it, but he wasn't in automatically. And him winning the Tour Championship would have basically said, you're in. You're going to play. He wouldn't have known, but maybe Keegan already told him. Maybe he already knew.
Maybe Patrick didn't actually know there's a Ryder Cup this year.
Oh, it's that again. Oh.
Oh, it's that little tournament.
That thing.
That little
Oh,
thing,
that
yeah.
end of year friendly. Oh, God. So annoying.
Oh, yeah.
bless him.
Maybe. Hey, I wouldn't put it past him.
But yeah, and I think it's a divide. It's difficult because these guys are the best players in the world, some of the best players in the world. They want to win. That's what they want to do as professional golfers. But it does seem like the European team at the moment.
Yeah.
The momentum seems to be with them.
They just gel, and you know, you kind of look back to 2023 when everyone got picked, and then do you remember they all played at the BMW Championship together?
I think they're doing the same.
I think they're doing the same. You know,
Apart from
like
Rom, I think.
Yeah, all these kind of like, you know, these you say PR things, but these team building things that we did see. You know, you're not kind of seeing any of this from the US side, and we, you know, like I say, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know how connected these guys are, but yeah, we can obviously we know that Team Europe have a very, very strong bond, and yeah.
It's I mean it's the same things we talk about, isn't it? Is that Europe are togetherness, America doesn't have it. It's a group of individuals, and then they come together and try and play a tournament. I think even so, like this American side in a whole, it's just, it feels so transitional in like obviously all the names that have disappeared, like the Fowlers, the Spieths, the DJs, the you know, Mickelsons. I know they've kind of been going but like this is now starting to become a different type of team. And then even with what you've seen with the captaincy, because obviously it was a shock and it was a surprise with Bradley getting picked, but part of me also feels that maybe the USGA kind of had this like, we want to make it a bit more youthful again, because you know it did get to a point where it was your Davis Love III and Jim Furyk and like that kind of like echelon of player, or that kind of level, where now you've got Keegan Bradley backed up by Kevin Kisner, Zach Johnson, Gary Woodland. Like it's just gone back down again, like similar to what we did with Europe, with obviously with Henrik and Graham McDowell and Sergio and Lee and all those guys sort of kind of disappearing, more so forcefully rather than selectively, but Jettison, it feels like it's kind of the American turn to do it now.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first Ryder Cup in a while where Team Europe are going to the US and they're going to be favourites.
I think betting wise, they are still the underdog.
Oh, are they?
But
right,
yeah,
okay.
But from a golf perspective, I think on paper, if you look at it and you take in all the things we're saying, I think most people would agree that you're right. I think that they do feel like they are the stronger team going into it.
However, we are going to have a full Ryder Cup preview episode, which is going to be coming. Unfortunately, as we will discover, the home team in a Ryder Cup usually wins.
Big favourites, yeah.
So, you know, all this chat could be academic. And the fact is that if the US get off to a hot start and they start winning points, you'd be surprised how quickly that can draw a team together.
Oh, absolutely. And a crowd.
Yeah. I mean, that US crowd is going to be vociferous.
Good
right.
word.
Thank you. Been saving that one. Guys, thank you so much for listening. We will end it there. Big thank you to Fairmont for opening up the sports bar for us as well. There's no one else in there. If you have heard clattering in the background, there's been about 40 people desperately trying to reach the bar. And we just said no. It's
fans, actually. It's just
we're reacting to the teams. No, they were just here for the beer. So big thank you to Fairmont. We're up here with Golf Breaks as well. We're filming loads of content this week. I'm getting to play some courses which I've wanted to play in a long time, and hopefully my form from today carries on, because we played some pretty good golf.
Do we want to just very quickly speak about that? Do you want to tell me what you shot?
Shot 8 under, but it's no biggie. It's no biggie. It's fine. It's just a Monday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's Monday today, isn't it? Yeah.
Just a Monday. I've got to be honest, it should have been 10.
It should have been, yeah.
But I did hold some good putts as well.
Did you know, you kind of looked over and you sort of were trying to find the course record. Did you go searching, or did you just happen to just pass it?
I remember the last time we were playing at Dunbarney today. I remember the last time I was at Dunbarney. It's on the way to the toilet.
Yes.
And I have seen them before.
Right. Okay. I was going to say you didn't. You know, I didn't know if you had like gone up to like the person at the counter and been like, "What's the course?"
No, the 15th tee.
What's the course record? Where's the first tee?
Exactly. Yeah. That sort of thing.
So.
No,
I did look when we were out there. I did have a little. I had a little nosy. Yeah.
Well, then what did they done if I'd have shot like a? Well, it would have had to been 10 unders for new course records.
But if you cut the bogeys out, you would have.
What happens if you match it? Does it just keep?
I think they'll probably keep Paul Laurie on the wall. Yeah. I don't imagine they'd swap me for Paul.
would that have been good enough to would you have gone through the right procedure to get that as a course record?
I don't know. It depends on the course. It depends on the course.
Us as witnesses.
Yeah. Well, we filmed the whole thing.
We filmed it all, didn't we? So
Yeah, I know, but you know.
Oh yeah, all right. Fair enough.
I mean, not us, but you know, sometimes people give it.
The rumours are abounding.
Little kick, you know.
I think
Fourth go at it.
with witnesses, with it being filmed, and
You were keeping a card.
I don't know, because normally if you want a course record, it should be in competition.
Yeah.
Like I did play pretty well today, but it's not like I was under an immense amount of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is obviously that would be the time to do it, wouldn't it, when there isn't amount of pressure. So I guess the competition side does elevate the course record such. But
you still do have to go and do it.
That's what I said. You got to do it.
You have still got to go and do it.
Still got to hit the shots.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good day. But hopefully, I mean, I'm playing Kings Barnes tomorrow, which I cannot wait.
9 under there.
Like Kings Barnes, I've wanted to play there literally forever, and it's just never worked out. Like I've never managed to just figure out a time when we're here. We've been up here a few times going to play it, and then it's not worked out. So finally managed to get to play. I'm really excited.
The gentleman in the bar at Dunbarney,
Yeah.
he said that it was easier or wider off the tee than Dunbarney,
So he said it was a bit wider.
which is
So the thing is with Kings Barnes, I've obviously not played it, but everybody who comes over to Scotland and plays around the St Andrews area, it's always their favourite course. And I believe,
yes.
from what I understand, like the fairway's pretty wide. There's also a little bit of funneling effect going on.
Ooh, some bowls.
So if you're coming over here, and it's generally like the prices, it's pretty steep at Kings Barnes as it is with most of the courses around here. So when tourists come, they don't really want to play a golf course which beats them up. I think Kings Barnes has been designed in a way which looks dramatic. It looks incredible. The layout is amazing, but actually, if you go and play it and you're a little bit offline, it's not going to kick you in the nuts.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, so people might go away from there thinking, "Oh, I've just played really well. What an amazing golf course! That is incredible."
And hopefully that'll be you.
Which is what I want.
Yeah, that's what we aspire for.
I want to spray it tomorrow
and shoot under par.
That's what I want. Hopefully we will see, but that video will be coming soon.
Yep.
As will a few more. We don't know what we're doing on Friday yet. So we've got here, so I've done Barney, we've got new course.
New course, old course.
Let's not say it, just in case people turn up. So yeah, that's it. Shall we finish? Shall we be gone from here?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Cool. It's amazing that in 2 years we still don't know how to wrap up an episode. Well done, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you watch this on YouTube, you're not subscribed, then just shame on you. Make sure you do that now. Go follow us in our Discord. And if you're listening to this on your favourite podcast provider, great.
No, I like that. Abrupt.
See you next time.
See ya.